Come on.
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
You think I'm joking? I'm not. You know what I mean?
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
What do you think, huh?
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
If your kid wanted to find out whether or not there's a man on the moon or whatever, something, whether those aliens are here or not, and you can walk out and say, I just don't like the way that guy wears his tie. It's like telling your kid, I tell you what, you're 4 years old when you see a red light cross the street. I grew up in a neighborhood where you became a cop, a firefighter, or a priest. I wasn't qualified for any one of them. So here I am. And by the way, one of the things I've gotten able to get done, and that's what, let me finish the question. The answer. I want to say,
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
Come on.
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
You think I'm joking? I'm not. You know what I mean?
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
What do you think, huh?
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
I mean, QAnon. The idea that the Democrats, or the Biden is hiding people and sucking the blood of children, and I don't care if you think I'm Satan reincarnated. The fact is, you may not like me, and that's your right. I'm sitting across from Putin. He knows who I am. Joe Biden.
What's that all about? You're the big man, I think.
Whoa! I know who he is.
Putin.
But again, one last thing. We don't talk enough to you about this. I don't. Here's the deal. I want to say,
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
Come on.
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
You think I'm joking? I'm not. You know what I mean?
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
What do you think, huh?
I like to walk out on the road to go in.
You must unite what has been set asunder.
We are TFR, Truth Frequency Radio.
Here we go, hour one. And greetings, Earth Explorers. Welcome to X Squared Radio. I'm your host, Brooks Agnew, coming to you live from an undisclosed location east of the Appalachian Mountains. This is where the past meets the future. In here, the results are always positive. We might go a little past your imagination, but have no fear. You will be safely traveling with us. We have a lot to go over tonight. So much in the news, and the news is happening as we speak, and this is where the news week begins, because we are the voice of the revolution. Tuning in here will treat, cure, and prevent the disease of ignorance. And I am so glad you're here. Chat room is already full. Bob, Connor, Philip, Blair, Steve, Andres, Buck Fiden, Papa Susie, Old Dog, Blue Water 13, probably lots more coming in, Trucker Will, and others. Thank you so much for being here. We just passed April 1st. Man, this year is flying by. I'm already doing my Christmas shopping. I don't know about you. So tonight we have so much meat and potatoes. We're not going to be able to have YouTube on very long. And we're going to keep them through this first segment, and then we're going to say goodbye because Google routinely violates our civil rights here, and we're not going to allow that to happen, so we will share this first story with you as the chat room fills up. Thank you so much for our YouTube followers who get those notifications. We probably wouldn't be here without YouTube over the years, but they've changed. We haven't, and that's just the way it goes. So if you're listening by YouTube, that's okay. Because if you just open the description right below, you're going to see all the other free speech platforms that we stream on. Not only are we coming to you live on audio through the Truth Frequency Radio Network, which is where the Truth Freaks hang out, we are not afraid to let our Truth Freak flag fly. That goes out through TalkStream Live to iHeart and TuneIn and Orange and all kinds of AM and FM stations all over the world. But we also stream to you live at the same time on Foxhole and Twitch and Facebook and DLive and Twitter and YouTube and Rockfin and Rumble. So if you are not a big fan of any of those, you can keep listening on audio. But if you'd rather see and hear the program, then you can go to one of the other free speech platforms. As soon as we say goodbye to YouTube, you can continue with us, and I see all the chats right here on my consolidated screen, and I will respond to you with whatever I want, because it's my program. So let's start with the first program. Hang on a second while I take a sip of my water. Men with cats. I know lots of men with cats. I am a man with 2 feckless cats who don't care about me at all. But the single-celled protozoan Toxoplasma gondii is a fascinating little parasite, replicating only in cat intestines. Yes, so if you change out the litter box, you need to listen up, because this little parasite is excreted in cat poop. Yep, and it subsequently spreads to many other organisms, not just cats. Inside these critters, it winds its way to the brain and transforms itself into numerous cysts, patiently waiting to return to, its 9-lived host. How does it do that? Well, it lies dormant most of the time, but not entirely inert. Yes, Toxoplasma gondii actually alters its host's behavior. That's maybe why I don't kick my cats out permanently. Mice, for example, they grow less fearful of cats, which makes them easier prey, just like the gondii wanted. Humans are also affected by Toxoplasma gondii. About 1 in 10 Americans and a third of people globally host the parasite. And yes, it seems to sneakily mess with our minds too. Studies suggest that infested humans have ever so slightly impaired motor skills, undertake additional risks, and get into more car accidents, believe it or not. The parasite's presence is also linked to an elevated risk of schizophrenia. Curiously, as the new study published in Peer J finds, Toxoplasma gondii may also change humans' physical appearance. An international team turned up a link between a latent infection and facial attractiveness. Yes, makes you more beautiful. The researchers recruited 213 healthy college students at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, all of whom had previously been tested for the Toxoplasma gondii. 35 subjects, 22 men, 13 women, had the parasite, while 178, 88 men and 92 women did not. Now, the researchers then asked the subjects various questions and took pictures of their faces. Next, another 205 participants each viewed a random collection of 20 of these pictures. 10 of the Toxoplasma positive subjects and 10 of the Toxoplasma negative subjects. And guess what happened? They rated each pictured participant for facial attractiveness and perceived health on a 10-point scale. Overall, raters judged Toxoplasma positive subjects to be significantly more attractive and healthy looking than Toxoplasma negative subjects. Yes, gondii infection may produce changes in facial symmetry. That's one of the things that humans look for as far as facial beauty. Certain proportions, of course, the texture of the skin, and facial symmetry, right? So through these changes in endocrinological variables such as testosterone levels, the researchers wrote, these changes both in the endocrinology system and in facial symmetry would ultimately benefit the spread of the parasite by increasing the attractiveness of its hosts. Indeed, as the researchers measured, participants with the T. gondii tended to have more symmetrical faces. Facial symmetry is commonly associated with beauty. Other parasites are known to affect the physical characteristics of their animal hosts. Moreover, previous studies showed that men infected with T. gondii have higher testosterone levels. Who says cat owners are feminine? However, a simpler explanation for the association is that the attractive people are more likely to contract T. gondii as they might engage in more, sexual activity. And it can be transmitted sexually. I don't mean sex with cats. I mean sex with people who own cats. You understand what I'm saying? So the researchers did find the Toxoplasma positive subjects reported having more sexual partners, just like cats. They're not monogamous either. More research is needed to confirm the study's intriguing finding. So don't go seeking out the cat feces just yet in hopes of making your face more alluring. Evidently, when the mice become less afraid of the cats, when the cat pounces on the mouse or tries to chase the mouse just turns around and says, "Hey, what's up?" And next thing you know, the mouse is dinner, and the parasite makes its way right back to the cat gut. So interesting how these parasites work. By the way, you can take fenbendazole and you can get rid of that, or you can take ivermectin. Either one, it'll get rid of the parasites. I take both, so my cats have no effect on me whatsoever. All right, let's do this because we have a couple of YouTube listeners. Steven's out there listening on YouTube, and Old Dog's on YouTube. Of course, he's also on other platforms at the same time, multiple screens, as some good listeners would. OK is out there. He said, I thought Men with Cats was a clue. Primetime 99. Alex Stein, if you don't know him, Brooks, I think you would like him. Okay, I'll check him out. Eric's out there on YouTube. So listen, guys, Philip, the rest of you guys that are on YouTube right now, make your way over to one of the other free speech platforms because we are about to say good night to YouTube, okay? We like our YouTube followers. It took me a long time to get the 20,000 followers on YouTube, but Google routinely censors us, and we're not going to allow that around here. So we are a total free speech platform. So I will have to say good night, YouTube. All you 17 or so people that are listening on YouTube, please make your way over to Rumble or Rockfin or your Facebook page. It's there if you follow me on Facebook. If you don't, you should, because it will treat, cure, and prevent the disease of ignorance. Or Twitter, or Foxhole, or Twitch. Follow me on Twitch, and you could subscribe to me on Twitch. That would be even better, because then we split $3.99 a month. That would be kind of cool. All right. So good night, YouTube. We'll see you on Wednesday night. The rest of you, come on.